Everyone, this is Uzi Vlogs and welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with another reaction video on SB19 and their latest interview with the what is it? I think this is the Talkback with SB19, and this is coming from the NCCA youth in NCCA in the US. I think that is it. Yes, Centro Rizal, Los Angeles of the Philippines Consulate General for the National Commission on Cultural and Arts. And this is what it is. So here we go, guys. Let's listen to this once more, and I'll give you my thoughts and probably some things that I would like to highlight for this interview. So here we go. Let's get into it. But before everything else, guys, if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, click that bell, leave some comments, click the like button. But first of all, again, before I head on to this, I would like to congratulate US18 and 18 autonomy gratis, 18 in the US for job well done, guys. On just applaud you guys for the series of concerts there. You're making it fabulous, and of course, as an 18, I'm so happy on what you guys are doing there. And congratulations to you guys. You guys deserve the credits too. So keep it up, guys. Keep it up, and we're just so happy that you guys are sharing your you know, the videos and all that stuff to us, so at least we can have a little bit glimpse of a little bit of what's happening there. So here we go, guys. Let's check on the interview, and yeah, I hope you guys still enjoy this. So here we go. Let me pull up that video right here and let us play that.
Our program's highlight. Without much further ado, let us warmly welcome SB19.
There we go. SB19. Talk back with SB19.
And our host for the Talkback, the seasoned and respected actress, comedian, host, and our colleague at the consulate, Ms. Ruby Rodriguez Aquino. Ruby, please.
Yeah, Ruby Rodriguez.
Thank you also, Alice.
Dabarkat.
Respected and seasoned. So ibig sabihin, iyahain na ako sa kanila. Alright, first and foremost, mabuhay to SB19!
Yeah!
For the benefit of our kababayan and community present here in person and joining us via Facebook live streaming, because we're live streaming right now on Facebook, can you please introduce yourselves and kindly greet our live and virtual audience?
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Walang iman.
O, gentleman, alai. Mabasa ko na lang. Siyempre, yung mas malapit ang pagpapasa.
This is a very good video from admin A of 18 Nomi gratis US 18 Aisho Shinimura. Yeah, so the admin A. This is a very good shot. I just want to highlight this wonderful shot, by the way. Wonderful coverage, actually.
Good evening po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si SB19.
Hello po, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Stel.
Magandang gabi po. Ako po si Josh. Hello po. Ang fan by Justin.
Ako naman po si Pablo. Kami ang SB19. Magandang gabi po.
Thank you very much, SB19. Before we start, we also want to congratulate you all, of course, on the success of your concert here in LA last weekend.
Yeah.
And although your fan, the 18 are here again, they watched already in the concert, but they're here again for the Talkback. Okay, 18, parinig kayo.
All right.
To start our forum, what are the usual challenges? Let's go. Usual after. What are the usual challenges you encounter as an artist or as an artist group? And how do you overcome this individually and collectively? Justin? Hinawakan kamay ko.
Um, one of the challenges is
Wait, there's only one mic for the whole interview. Maybe they didn't realize that five boys that they're gonna interview five boys. But hopefully they will give some mics to at least like to the members. At least Ruby will not keep on passing to that mic. This is my like short observation at this moment or at this place.
um, of course, exhaustion po.
Oh,
So,
exhaustion.
yes po. Both physically and mentally po.
Wow.
Especially
Yeah, of
now
course.
that we're on tour, physically, our body needs to adjust to the weather,
Yes.
your body clock
To
po
the jet
namin,
lag,
and
yeah.
even the food that we eat. So we have to adjust to it. And yes po, syempre po, as an artist, we have to keep ourselves healthy all the time. Syempre po, if we get sick, we won't be able to do our job. And mentally naman po, because as an artist, we always think of, are we an effective artist? Do we do our job well? So those challenges po, if we encounter them, we just take a step back and breathe, rest po, and talk
There you
about
go.
it as a group.
So there we go. See, Ruby already requested that mic because it's really gonna be uncomfortable if she keeps on passing that mic to each and every member, and then she will take it back. Good job.
So yes po, because we're not superheroes, we're just human din po. So, yes.
Of course, you know.
Nagkakasakit kami,
Yep.
we get tired, and we just need to rest so that we can recharge and do more next time.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Crissy. Hindi nga naman superhero. Tao rin po
Yes.
sila, nagugutom at nagbabanyo. Pare-pareho natin. Okay?
And I mean, I like the answer of Justin here, being true and real to themselves, and this is the main challenges that they're facing right now, is being exhausted, and of course, like they're thinking about pro how long can they sustain their health throughout this series of concerts until they finish their concerts when they go back to the Philippines.
I'm sure the experience and learning along the way help you guys grow further in improving, of course, your artistic craft. And your concert tour will be definitely be followed by another and reach the other 18 fans all over the world. That's for sure. Now, to everybody here who's here with us today, talent and capabilities before giving up. We shouldn't give up. You know, just be hardworking, dedicated, and passionate. Passionate in everything and anything that we love to do. We should believe that we can attain all of this, even the most impossible and wildest ones. Okay?
Nice.
Okay. Simple lang yun. Uunahan ko. Papayat din ako. Okay. Now, to SB19. Let us go to the main point of our event. For those who are unaware, the NCCA, or the National Commission for Culture and Arts, is the Philippine government agency responsible for the preservation, development, and promotion of Philippine culture in the country.
Nice.
It is actually de facto Ministry of Culture. Overseas, Philippine culture is being promoted through Centro Rizal.
Nice.
And it is often located in the Philippine embassies or the consulates, just like here in Los Angeles, the Centro Rizal of Los Angeles. SB19, being hailed as the NCCA Youth and Centro Rizal Ambassadors in 2021. Can you share with us your thoughts on what do you think are the qualities and your group possess that made you rightful for the title or distinction as the NCAA's very first, and so far only you,
Yes.
and Central Rizal ambassadors? Now this
I like how Ruby is asking the question with emphasis on some of the words like only youth, you're right? And very first group.
is for Pablo.
Of course, the leader. probably the best person to answer that, or
Firstly,
probably the
we're
only,
really
probably the person that really had they someone who really needs to answer that is first, of course, the leader, followed by some thoughts of the other members.
honored to be chosen as the Youth and Central Rizal
It's
Ambassador.
actually hard. Let me just put it back. Sorry to interrupt, but it's really hard question. It's like a pageant type of question, to be honest. All right, let's go.
Thank you po for that question. Firstly, we're really honored to be chosen as the Youth and Central Rizal Ambassadors. And we really cherish this platform wherein we can get to, we get to influence people through our music. Siguro po, if I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't be able to pinpoint the qualities that we have since we're five different people.
That's right.
What I
Good.
can say is that uh,
Nice.
in everything that we do, we give more than 100%, and we always try to go beyond their limits, and that's what's really important to us.
It
Syempre
is
po,
true though.
hindi natin masasabi na kilalang kilala ang Filipino all over the world. So we're here to strive and to be better. At alam naman po namin na maraming tao na nai-influence namin, maraming sumusubaybay sa amin. So in everything that we do, we keep that in mind. We got to talk with Consul General Tato in New York, and of course, Consul General Gadahos here in LA. We know the weight and the responsibility that we have. So
Yes, actually.
we have to act like the role models for these people. And we need to
Dang,
be
that's tough,
mindful
right?
in everything that we do. Kasi maraming tao na talaga namang naglo-look up sa amin. So ayun lang po yung masasabi ko. Talagang binibigay po namin yung 100% namin. And we cherish this platform. We think that this is very, what do you call this? Very
Monumental.
very sacred for us.
Sacred. That's
why
a
we
nice
give
term.
everything that we have. Ayun lang po. Yun po yung masasabi ko talaga. Doon po kami
Wow.
nagkakasito.
Good answer.
I think that's the reason you were chosen. Your group was chosen to
Yay! Finally,
be
the mic came
ambassadors.
in.
It's your answer, actually. You're the epitome of youth that you convey to everyone. You're hardworking youth. You take care of yourselves. All you think about is what you can give to others. And that's why you were chosen as a group. Oh.
That's right. That's actually a very, very hard question. And for Pablo nailing that one, and really like he talks about like um for me it's like they're like kind of superheroes at like by the answer of Pablo. Like they kind of superheroes. They kind of like sacrificing a lot of things for their um convenience and probably pleasure just for be able to, like sustain that responsibility and make sure that what they portray is really pleasant and acceptable, and probably for the purpose of being the ambassador of NCCA. That's very commendable, guys, and that's a lot of sacrifice in our work. We should really appreciate that.
You're welcome. Now, this is a follow-up on the question. Can you share with us your experience and advocacy insofar as fulfilling your duties as ambassadors, especially in promoting the Philippine culture overseas to the second and the third generation of Filipinos? How do you feel that SB19 is making the contribution or such an impact in championing P-pop and the Filipino identity, the global scene, and in the time of pandemic, or as we all know, the new normal? Now, this question, Josh and Ken will answer.
All right, here we go.
Well, as Pablo mentioned for earlier, yes, actually, we feel overwhelmed naman po palagi. And syempre, binibear po namin yung parang, tulad ka nasabi ni Pablo kanina, the weight of the responsibility as ambassadors of Central Rizal. However, we take pride in what we do. Sobrang masaya po kami sa ginagawa namin. Syempre po minsan parang mahirap po pagsabayin na nag-tour kami, Tapos nag-visit kami ng mga parang, yun nga po, parang consulate meetings, diplomatic dinners, pero hindi po kami magsasawa na i-promote ang kultura ng Pilipinas. Kasi mula sa pool, yun po talaga ang goal namin. Para makilala ang Pilipino, makilala ang Filipino music, yun po talaga ang pangarap namin, maiangat ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas at hindi lang sa Pilipinas, pati sa buong mundo ang mga kababayan natin dito.
Let me pause it right there. Again, on my last reaction video, if you have watched that, or if your first time to watch this, and if you watch my previous reaction on some of the interviews, again, I've highlighted that the person who is always saying that they are promoting the OPM music is Josh. I think it's really is part. I don't know why it always goes down onto him for him to say these things, but it's always Josh who's the one who's in I think was delegated or is delegated to answer or to say this statements to promote the OPM music. If I'm not sure, it's just like me noticing it every time. Every time it is Joshua saying this.
So, salamat po. Siyempre, nagpapasalamat po kami kasi hindi lang po kami ang daan para maisagawa yun. Pero kasama po namin lahat ng listeners, ng mga kababayan namin, at siyempre, ang mga fans po namin.
And speaking of our fans po, magkita lang po siguro na ako. And yeah, speaking of our fans po, the reason why we're here is because of them. And
I love that.
the reason why we're starting to get known globally is because of them din po.
And this is as well. Now I've noticed this one too now. It's always Ken who is starting to say things about 18. Let me just like highlight that. To be honest, I mean, like for sure, every one of them have the same feeling, but I think they have the certain spokesperson regarding a certain topic, and it's always Ken who is saying this. I mean, like I don't know, but it's just like surprising and kind of like weird in my part as like always listening to the interviews, like noticing this stuff or these statements individually from each and every one of them. Now I can, like I'm not expecting this from Ken, but like there are a couple of interviews that he is the one who's starting to recognize and to say that it's always the fans, the 18 who is like it's because of 18, that's why they're there. I mean, let me know guys if I am right on my opinion.
Ayun po, yung efforts po ng mga fans namin, even if it's tiny bit, it's small, nagiging parang sharpest and strongest weapon that we have today. So, sobrang honored po namin, sobrang swerte namin na nandito yung mga fans namin. And ayun po, hindi naman po kami yung artist na known talaga globally. There are more than 20 groups gumagawa ng wave pagdating sa P-pop music. So, ayun, bilang mapabilang sa ganun, sobrang honored kami. And ayun po,
Such a humble statement it is, right?
Talaga yung pag-rise ng P-pop. So, ayun po, sana po magtulong po lahat ng artist natin.
One of your hit songs, Mapa, showcases the important values that Filipinos cherish the most, such as respect and love for one's parents and the filial piety. How useful or effective is music in bridging the gaps, for example, between Filipinos who grew up in the Philippines versus those who grew up overseas, abroad, insofar as preserving and living out our traditional Filipino values? Tell.
Kami po naniniwala po kami na music is universal. Music is universal. Whatever language you speak or country you're in, music is still music po. Sa totoo lang po, music ang nagiging daan para magdugtong-dugtong ang
That's
tao
right.
sa buong mundo.
There you go,
Dahil
Stel. There
naniniwala
you go,
po
my
na
man.
kahit hindi natin naiintindihan yung kanta,
That's
nandun
right.
po yung feeling. Nandun
Yes.
po yung mensahe na gustong iparating na kung sino man pong sumulat ng kanta na yun.
That's
And
true.
we are very proud po sa song namin ng Mapa dahil nagawa po niya yung dapat niyang gawin.
That's right.
Yes, na-connect. Hindi lang po kami yung connect sa mga tao. Well, actually, Mapa is song for our parents and sa lahat po ng mga tao naging gabay namin, hindi lang po sa buhay namin, pati rin po sa karir yung tinatahak namin. And masaya kami na hindi lang kami yung nakakaramdam, hindi lang kami yung tinatamaan or nagdadala ng yung mensahe po na yun. Kasi even our international fans, yung
That's
mga
right.
iba po talaga yung lahi. Talaga po nagugulat kami, they memorize the song, and talagang hanggang ngayon inaaral po nila yung mga Tagalog words na madali at talagang kaya nila makipag-usap sa mga Pinoy fans din. Na nakakataba po ng puso na makikita sila na kinakanta yung song namin.
That's right.
Even they also react to our music videos, our songs, na talagang pinapanood din po nila sa friends nila. Tapos sinasabi nila yung song po nila na yun mismo namin na Mapa. And we're very thankful na na-achieve po namin yung goal namin na maparating sa mga tao, ma-connect sa kanila, at maibahagi yung mensahe na gusto namin i-convey. Kaya ayun po na masasabi ko na sobrang importante ng musika dahil kung hindi man tayo nagkakaintindihan, musika magiging dahilan at magkukonekta sa atin.
Like you said, it's a universal
Nice.
language. Kaya kahit ibang lahi, nagkakaintindihan. Dahil nasa tono at sa pag-awit na ginawa ninyo, yun ang tumutusok at nakakaramdam ng puso ng kahit na anong lahi at anong edad.
Yes, that's
ng
right.
tao. Yun yun, sabi ko na dapat nag-senior ako eh. This whole month of November, we commemorate Filipino Values Month, alright? For SB19, what are the remarkable Filipino values that you grew up with that you still practice today? What is the significant role of the youth in preserving these unique values in the modern times? Itong tanong na to ay para na sa inyong lahat. So we can start from the left.
Siguro po yung values ng Filipino talaga is pagiging welcoming, yung ano po, kahit, alam mo yung example, like, kain tayo, gano'n, alam mo po kahit yung ulam, ano lang po talaga, ako konti lang po, pero ano yung po talaga, yun po yung values na hindi ko po malilimutan since lumaki po ako sa family na we're not all off. So, ayun po, we're still, inviting
Good job,
people to
man.
meet us, yun po. So, hindi ko pa malilimutan sa parents po.
Love
Sa
that.
naman po,
Ken, love that answer, bro.
ginagawa ko po hanggang ngayon na tinuro ko sa akin ng mga magulang ko is yung pagmamano po sa mga lolo at lola.
Oh, yes.
Hindi po po,
Ayan na, hindi naman
Hindi po
ko
kasi po, ako po lumaki po ako sa family ko po na kasama ko po yung mga lolo at lola ko po. So every time na mag-visit po kami sa iba pa po naming lolo at lola, hindi po nawawala yung pagmamano at pagkikis po sa noo. Talagang yun po yung pagka naaalala ko, sobrang ano po, iba po yung memories, iba po yung nadadala sa akin, parang bumabalik ko sa pagkabata. Until now, kung pwede nga lang po mag-share kanina, meron po kami pinuntahan na bahay po na isang producer po namin, nag-lunch po kami doon, and nandun po yung mom po nila, lola na po. Tapos, nung una po, syempre po, busy po kami kumain, nasa room po siya. Hindi po namin siya nakakausap. Pero nung lumabas po siya, tuwang-tuwa po siya na may mga bagong bata daw po sa bahay. Tapos nung lumapit po kami, nag-request po siya ng hug. Tapos nung nagmano po kami, natuwa po siya. Tapos kinis niyo po kami. Parang iba po yung feeling, nakakatuwa, Or bumalik po sa pagkabata.
Oh, say the Lola.
Yun
Wow,
yung values.
I love that.
Dala-dala ko hanggang ngayon.
Ako po, yung Filipino values po, family comes first. Kasi po, kahapon po, honestly, itong mga nakarang araw, doon ko lang po ulit naramdaman na actually yung pamilya ko kasi nandito, na kahit dito sila lumaki, kahit hindi po talaga kami magkakasama na lumaki, kasi po yung mga pinsan ko po, parang dito na talaga sila pinanganak, pero nandun pa rin po yung Pilipino kultura nila, na hindi po nila kinakalimutan yung kung saan sila nanggaling, kung paano yung talagang kultura
Yes, I
ng
saw
pamilya
that. I
namin.
saw some videos, bro.
Ayun po, parang
That's good one.
ngayon ko lang po kasi sila nakasama to sa totoo lang. So, masaya po ako na
Of
hindi nila
course.
kinakalimutan yung Filipino value na yun. At feel ko talaga po na belong ako sa kanila. Yun po.
Kami naman po, it's yung parang similar to Josh, is being family oriented and yung hindi niyo po talaga iiwan yung mga kamag-anak niyo even though there are distant relatives na nandyan pa rin po kayo. Kasi po, sa family po namin, syempre po may mother side and father side and we help each other po both financially, mentally, and whatnot. So, yun po yung nakasanayan ko po na syempre pag family niyo po, hindi niyo po iiwan.
That's good. It is true though.
Yes. Sa kanon po, very simple. Makikita po natin sa lahat. Siyempre, yung pagkamasiyahin ng mga Pilipino. And siyempre yung, I don't know the term in English, pero yung bayanihan. Very important po siya. Kasi ako, I grew up in a place where it always floods. Talagang binaba kami hanggang bewang. Tapos makikita po yung mga kapitbahay namin. Siyempre po, nagtutulungan, iangat yung mga gamit. Tapos yung iba nag-swimming pa. I don't know why, pero we're really happy in that certain moment where one would, feel sad and feel devastated. Filipinos are always happy and helping each other. So I think that's one of the traits
That's true though.
I really don't understand, pero sobrang natutuwa po ako at may pagmamalaki ko sa buong mundo.
Yeah.
Pagmamalaki talaga natin ng pagiging Filipino because we are one very resilient race.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, and we all value family. Yung sinabi ninyo, pag pinagtutugtong, it's all about family.
That's right. Yeah.
The way you grew up, the respect to elders, the sharing, the caring, lahat, the bayanihan, everything. So we Filipinos are really like that. What else about the culture of the Philippines do you wish to impart to our young Filipino Americans? Through your
I want
music,
this-
through the
I want this
music that you're
question.
giving. Yung katulad nun, like what Josh said, your cousins all grew up here.
I mean, I like this
So,
question.
how
I
did talk
want
different,
it.
you know,
Like,
like,
Not,
totally
I will not
different.
answer
And
it,
the
but
way
I
you
like
talk
this
about
question
it.
for them.
So how will you bridge the gap between so how would you be able to, or all of you, what do you think? You know, in one word lang naman, you young Filipino Americans.
Man, this is
you know,
so
what
long that I want to,
wish do you want
like
to
have
impart
a,
to
have a
them
bite or
in our
something.
culture through the music?
Siguro yung pinakamalaking part po is be an inspiration to others. Kasi if we can inspire them, they can inspire other people as well. So, yun po yung isa sa mga tinataglay natin mga Pilipino. Maraming tayo na-inspire lalo na ngayon. At patuloy pa po ito, magiging parang chain reaction siya. Na lahat po ay parang simple, di ba? Simple care, simple giving, kind of makes a lot of difference. So, yun po yung gusto ko i-impart.
That's
And
right.
how will you encourage? Papa, would you like to answer this, or Josh?
Oh, definitely, we give value po kasi sa music namin. Every time we release a song, we think about
The
what
effect.
message we want to convey
Right.
or say to the public. So I think very important yung role namin as artists and to those people who look up to us, and especially those who are international fans. They try to understand or they try to learn our language. And syempre, gusto po namin, once na maintindihan nila kung ano yung sinasabi ng music namin, it's something that's substantial, it's something
That's right.
that you could get,
Which
or
is
you
true.
could learn from. So
Which is true. You know what? I'm not saying this to undermine some other artist or some other music, but then let me just like emphasize and highlight SB19's music, which is like full of meaning. Every bit of lyrics has full of meaning and would probably inspire a lot of people than just like listening to a beat and a song and a lyrics repetitively. I hope that this will really be able to I hope a lot of people would be able to get something out of of this interview because as you all know right now, we are in the digital music, and a lot of music has been um, produced with just for the sound and the beat and the repetitive lyrics, with sometimes it's nonsense at all. So hopefully that a lot of people would be able to get to know SB19, so that whenever they hear the music, as per Pablo is saying, they would get something out of that message. And this is what's hard for some of the artists to top, especially Filipino artists to top, because SB19 has that mission and that goal that for their music, it has to be inspirational, it has to be hopeful, it has to have meaning, it has to have a message, whatever message that is, but it has to mean something.
Ayun po, doon po namin talaga make sure na yung ini-import namin is something po na talagang matututunan nila sa family, ito nga po, ano man yung Filipino heritage. Talagang ipinapasok namin, sinisisik namin sa lahat ng kanta namin.
That's good. That is good.
Kasi syempre, nag-i-imprint yun eh. Pagkakatahin mo ng kantahin, dahil ini-imprint mo sa utak ng listeners mo yun, and of all ages and of all races and of all ethnicity, ang nangyayari, natututunan nila yung mga values na hindi usual sa kanila, which is actually very good. Now, I would like to give a number of our audience members the opportunity to personally ask SB19 their questions. We will be calling James the Tour.
James!
And he's here representing US18.
Hey, what's up,
for the
James?
fans of SB19.
US18, James.
Hello, good evening. My name is James here. So first off, I just want to congratulate you with the success of your concert in New York and LA. And yeah, I'm just so proud of you. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Thank you for your music. Thank you for existing, because you inspire a lot of people. And so I'm sure
James
you
the
have
Tour,
experienced a lot through
the look-alike of Justin.
this tour. So my question would be, what have you learned about yourself while doing this tour?
What have you learned about yourself while doing this tour? Oh, that question. I love that question.
Siguro po sa pagiging yung patience siguro namin. Kung siguro pagdating sa paano ba? Kumbaga yung experience ng tour na to hindi madali kasi we flew from Philippines papunta dito, sobrang layo, and yung pagod, yung jet lag. Siguro ko siguro yung pagiging pasensyoso talaga. Kasi yung buong mo challenge yung attitude mo towards the people you're working with. So
Yeah.
para sa akin yun, personally.
I love that answer. I love that answer. Straightforward answer. Very, very real. Very, very honest. And oh my goodness, it's gonna hit a lot of like people, especially like I'm not gonna say anything else. But I love that answer because really like their patience must have been over there for a lot of things, and especially on this tour, there are so much things that they could have probably like like could have affected them, but then since because they were so patient on those things, it never affected them that much, right?
I know ako isang extrovert na tao. Pero dito, nung nakapunta kami US, nagulat ako na meron pa pala akong i-level up. Kasi sa Pilipinas, hindi naman na madaldal ako. Nakikita ko sa mga fans.
I love that, man.
Pero dito, diba? Mas grabe. Like, it's our first time na mag-meet face-to-face. Pero alam niyo yun, yung awkwardness, walang hiya, wala at all. Parang alam niyo yun, parang matagal na tayong close, parang ganun yung feeling. Never ako nahiya, never ako natakot. And sobrang confident lang ako sa actually, kahit sa tour naman namin, confident ako. Pero dito ko lang talaga napatunayan na ang dal-dal ko pala. Yes po, vice po tayo. Which is, nakakatuwa kasi, as a performer, masasabi kong kailangan mo siya. Siyempre, maharap kami sa maraming tao.
That's
And
right.
kailangan ko yung confidence na yun, and kailangan ko yung daldal na yun. Kasi kung wala yun, hindi tayo masaya, di ba? Ayun po, ayun sa akin.
Love that, Steph. Love that.
Yung realization ko po, habang nasa tour, ang hirap pala ng walang bidet. Sobrang hirap. Kasi po, ayun ka. Sisira mo dito. At kailangan, may baso kang na daw.
Holy shit. Oh. Well, yeah. Well, like for some people who hasn't stepped onto the US, they really don't have a bidet because they use the tissue as their main purpose of cleaning whatever hole that it is. But then, and this is a Filipino culture, though. I mean, like we are not accustomed not to use water for cleansing. And what I mean, like if you have actually watched Jokoy's latest Netflix sitcom, I forgot the title. He actually mentioned this that I mean, like we Filipinos are really clean up on ourselves because we don't use tissue when and actually this is part of his joke, right? When COVID hit, the US was like was on a panic mode and disgruntled by not having tissues on their household. But Filipino families at probably at that time didn't have to worry because they use the tabo. Because there's a tabo, or probably they have a bidet on their own on their houses. So yeah, I totally agree with you, Josh, on that. That's so amazing.
Yun lang naman.
Nahiya akong sumagot. Ang funny ng mga entry.
Hindi po, di na nag-prepare. Sabihin mo, yan ang social nila yung
For me po, diba, siguro po, in a serious note po, yung realization ko during this tour, diba, kasi syempre po, yung tour po natin, it's a step going to international po, being an international artist na rin. So, like, meron pong thought or pressure na parang, deserve ko ba? Or am I good enough to really go into this situation? And then nung ginagawa na po yung tour, may times na syempre parang shucks, di ko ata talaga kaya. But then as time goes by, nung ginagawa na namin siya, na-realize ko po na hindi ko kailangan i-invalidate yung sarili ko.
That's right.
Hindi ko kailangan isipin na
That's right.
kailangan ko maging best for others. But then
Love that.
kailangan ko i-appreciate pa na best na ako sa sarili ko, na ang laki na ng improvement na nagagawa ko, and I just need to be happy performing rather than thinking about perfect ba yung ginagawa ko, yung ibang tao ba, parang sasabihin ba nila kung maganda or pangit yung performance, but then kailangan ko i-appreciate yung sarili ko. So more on, parang, yeah, kailangan mong maging confident on what you're doing and be happy and possible. Make sure to be happy.
For me naman po, to be honest, before we went to the US or sa ibang bansa, we were really worried, sobrang worried, very anxious. We don't know if people are going to support us or watch us. Pero once we got here, and we saw the people, even our international fans, international people of the world, singing our songs. That's when I realized that we're making waves. We're really making waves. And the goal that we had before we went here, our goal is to promote Filipino culture all over the world, to raise the brand of the Filipinos, the market here in the global scene. And it was strengthened, fortified, lalo na po kung nag-usap kami kay Consul General Badasin, Consul Rimando, na talagang the responsibility that we have is something na hindi talaga ginagawang biro. Kasi maraming tao na tumitingin na sa amin. So we need to be an example for them. So yun lang po, talagang lahat po ng kilos namin, 100% every time. syempre, we also think of things na
That's
talagang
right.
magiging interesting, or we think of things na talagang magiging interesting kami para sa mga international fans. Kasi syempre, for us to be able to be effective in promoting Filipino culture, we need to think about pakulo, mga ganyan, mga bagay-bagay. Lalo na sa social media. In these times, social media, very short ang attention ng mga tao.
That's right.
So
Yeah,
you
it is
need to
true.
be smart in promoting your culture and your SB19. You know?
Thank you very much.
That's
Thank you very much, James.
good.
I
Good
hope
question,
you're very
James.
happy with the Tandal and Bidet. I think Bidet is your favorite word.
Bidet, yeah.
Okay, there's a tip. If you don't have a bidet at home, just buy ice cream. Hindi, ang tapos sa Filipino store. Kung hindi sila makakuha sa Filipino store, malayo pa, buy an ice cream tub. Share it. Pag natapos yun, or sa hotel, di ba meron nilalagyan ng yelo? Okay, I'm teaching you my tricks. All right, everyone.
Hey, I think that's it. Oh, that's it. That's the full interview, anyways. But that's a very, very good question. So there's only one question that was asked by the audience, and that's from James Dator. But that question is such an amazing question, and I'm so happy with that. Okay, let me just like pause back and then talk on what was being said and all on this interview. I just really want to highlight some of the stuff, and I think this regarding them, most of the questions are in connection of them being an ambassador for the NCCA, which is very, very good to the point, and they really are honest to their answers and to themselves regarding that question. And also I would like to highlight the answer of Pablo. It's just like whenever he says something, it has to be like, I think he's speaking about the group, like what the group goal is, something like that. So I love to highlight that as well. That is those are amazing answers, and especially the last one, of course, the funny one, the question of James Dator. That was amazing, brother. It's all entertaining, valuable, and very informational answers that's been brought up by the SB19. So, yep. Sana nag-enjoy din kayo. I think a lot of people have enjoyed this interview. I would say so. So, if you do enjoy this, drop in your comments and your feedback. What have really struck you the most among the answer of the members? Was it the bidet answer, or was it like Ken saying that the patience is what they have learned so much in this trip, or some of the answers like of still like the Filipino values of doing mano po for the elders, and as well as his like thoughts on becoming siya yung mag-extrovert na mas dumaldal pa, and or Justin's answer regarding James Dator that he doesn't need to what do you call that? He doesn't need to undermine himself as a performer throughout this tour. And how about Pablo just saying everything that whatever they do, it reflects among themselves. So drop in your comments. Hope you guys love this. And as for me, I just love interviews of SB19, learning still a lot from them, from their hearts and from their souls. And really, really, these guys are, for me, superheroes, modern day superheroes, not only for music, but also for the Philippine country. And all I can say is that Filipino pride has, that's them. This is them right now. As I've said on my other statements before, that SB19 is the modern day Manny Pacquiao. Remember, like Manny Pacquiao, whenever he does this fight, he carries Filipino within them. Now, to SB19, they are doing the same. Whenever they perform, they're carrying the Filipino flag, and without everyone noticing it, but they're doing it. So I hope that everyone would appreciate on what these guys are doing, because they're doing a lot of sacrifices that we don't actually see on the camera. whenever they smile and all that stuff, there are a lot of sacrifices behind those smiles, behind those timid answers, behind those controlled environment answers and statements or movements, because they're now, as Pablo said, they they have this huge responsibility in carrying that name as ambassador of NCCA. So kudos to the guys, and kudos to NCCA for this interview, and to all 18 in the USA. You guys are awesome, as I'm saying. So if you guys new to my channel, love this reaction, please do subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, leave some comments, and click the like button. I'm gonna be waiting for your feedback for your comments. Please do drop it in. This is Uzi Vlogs, and I hope to see you guys on my next reaction video. Thank you guys, and good night, everyone.